of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at Theatre of the Mind Flayer.
Michael. Some great news. A lot of our cast are doing some fun stuff in the next couple of months in Vancouver. For people in Vancouver, they should keep an eye out and an ear out.
I got nothing going on.
Oh, well, I mean, sorry.
Did I miss the...
No, I meant to bring... guys, you might as well step into this little booth.
Okay.
Come on in, everyone.
Sorry.
You got nothing going on.
Let me out.
Yeah, what's Michael doing here?
Mike,
Just not it and
Go
going
to
on.
Morocco and enjoy yourself.
He insists...
Get out of here,
He
Michael.
insists on being in here. Guys, what have you got going on in the next couple
all
of
you can
months?
afford for rent.
Yeah.
Your closet.
Because he lost his wallet. Sorry.
I'm using your toothbrush today.
Shit! For teeth?
For my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He left his ass brush at home. What's everyone got going on? Herc, would you like to kick us off?
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going first. I'm in the dining room by Deep Cove Stage Society, October 12th, 27th. Come in. It's a lovely time. Series of vignettes all set in a dining room.
Beautiful. That sounds like a lot of fun. Danielle, you and Luke have something happening.
Yeah. So I'm directing, crazily, a lovely little play called Time Stands Still. It's going to be on at the Nest Theatre on Granville. Theatre company is brand new. We call the Vancouver Theatre Collective. And yeah, it's going to be on from October 4th till 8th. 4th is a preview. So, 5th is opening. So
You, Vancouver Theatre Collective.
Vancouver Theatre Collective.
You down with VTC? All right. Just leave that.
Nothing.
Just leave that one there.
Hang in the air.
Caleb, what have you got going on?
I've got
Pomelos are recording, aren't they?
Yeah, so we've got a few gigs this month with my band, the Sweet Pomelos. You can check us out on Spotify. If you're in Vancouver, we're playing in the Biltmore Cabaret on the 17th.
Return to the Biltmore.
Oh, you were at the last Biltmore concert. Yeah. There's a video I love that Michael sent me, and he's like right up close, and he's like, "Yeah, Caleb, we love you. You sexy. You're so sexy." I loved it. Anyway, it really fed my ego. And then
appreciates me.
That's Herc's version of getting degraded while playing video games. Caleb's is getting praised while playing guitar. Yeah.
We're also then going to be in the Fox Cabaret on the 31st of August.
Ooh, big gig.
Big gig. That's our first big lineup. We're playing with Sylvie Cox and Lola. And then we're also recording our EP this month. So yeah, be on the lookout for some new music in the coming months. So
wonderful.
Yeah, Pomelos are busy.
Get down to the Fox Cabaret if you can at the end of this month. And I have a little fringe play that's going on between September 7th and 17th called The Emigrants. It's a 2-hander. A play by Slawomir Mrożek, Polish playwright. And it's just about people kind of moving to a place that they kind of thought might be good for them, but unfortunately, society where they are condemns them to a basement and saving pennies. So the Vancouver experience, pretty much.
Yeah, I can't relate.
Yeah,
Michael lives in this closet.
Exactly. Well,
Wait. We didn't actually say what Luke is doing, which is...
Well, you did. You said
Well, I said what I was doing.
Luke is doing that
Did I
same
say-
play.
Yeah, exactly.
Lead
Luke is
actor.
also acting in the play.
By happenstance.
Yes.
No one else wanted to do it.
By proxy.
Oh,
It was first choice casting.
Excellent. So please
First
get
refusal.
out, support the cast in any way you can. We love the support you already give us, and we'll see you guys when we play. Thanks for ending with a yawn, Caleb.
Theatre of the Mind Flayer.
Heyo! Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's an insane membrane draining my main vein. I'm Jacob Machin. That's Caleb Dowdall.
Hello.
How you doing, Caleb?
I'm very good. How are you, Jake?
I'm good. I was just listening to an argument you were having about your lunch
Apparently
habits.
bagels are bad for you now, and I don't really know what to do. If I can't eat a fucking bagel, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to wither away.
You can eat a bagel, just not every day for lunch.
Not every
with
day.
chips and
Not
cheese.
every day. Not every day. Maybe
And chicken.
4 days a week.
Oh, and chicken.
4 days a week. And I alternate between steak and chicken for my lunch. So
It doesn't make it
there.
better.
The protein is fine. The meat's
Yeah.
fine.
You're listening to the outraged tones of Luke Sykes.
Do you get constipation a lot?
Sometimes. I shit a lot. I do shit a lot. I shit like 3 times a day.
Because there's nothing nutritional in your body that's absorbed.
Okay. Let me run it down.
We have Michael Briganti.
Are they quick shits? Are they long shits?
We have Hercules Mace.
They could be quick, but I do
We have
will.
Danielle Butlin.
Hi.
I enjoy them, you know?
There's something to be said about an enjoyable shit.
Yeah, I usually take like 10-15 minutes. every time.
But yeah, my roommate has knocked on the door plenty of times. I'm just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's your special time, Michael. That's your
I know.
special time.
Every time I was.
Don't let him ruin that. But just so it's clear, I have I make a really healthy smoothie every morning with lots of fruit and veg in it. And I drink that down every morning.
How much sugar would be in it?
Oh my God, well, there's no sugar in my lunch, so it's balanced.
There is in the bagel.
And then lots of sugar in your bagel.
Well, there's a little bit of refined sugar in the bagel, but not.
Probably in the chips.
There's more than you think.
Maybe a
Chips
little
wouldn't
bit.
be
Maybe not the chips.
What about dinner?
And it's going to do something very similar to your blood
Dinner's
sugar
kind of all over the
anyway.
place. Some days it's healthy, some days it's not. But like I'll make like a bolognese or like a stew.
Okay.
Curries,
What about a
like
Phil,
making curries.
a James.
Huh?
What?
I missed that.
Oh.
But
Stuart.
but I do order food in like a lot as well, so it's not always healthy. But when I cook, it's healthy.
Yeah. Nice.
So
We've been there for a charcuterie before, and it's fucking delicious.
well, that's not what I'd be usually having for dinner.
I was
because
under
we
the impression that
that's because
was.
we were entertaining charcuterie board.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's a good
melted brie.
Yeah. I fucking do love a charcuterie board though.
Yeah. That melted brie with those pretzels.
Oh, stop! So good.
Fuck, we got to do that again.
Yeah. Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
Oh, it's a quick fire.
Bang, bang.
Keep going. I'm trying.
Ow, my feet, they hurt. Oh, make me dance.
Stop trivialing me and treat me instead.
Oh, where's that wascally wabbit? I'm gonna get him.
I can't remember Yosemite Sam's
Yosemite Sam! Yosemite Sam!
Yeah, he says his name.
Is that all it is?
Oh, it's like, what? Yeah, it's
Or down there, sort of. Yeah.
That was very loud.
Then Tasmania Devil. You always the.
All right, we're going in without even looking. We're just going to read them straight off the card, baby. Let's
That's how
go.
Jake eats dinner every night. Not even looking.
Yeah, I mean, Caleb did just pick something off the floor and sit it on the table, and I picked it up and ate it.
I said, there you go.
And I ate it.
Which school of magic involves the creation of transportation of creatures or objects? This has already came up in a previous trivia treat, so you should know.
Conjuration.
It is conjuration, yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
How many booklets shipped in the original 1974 box edition of D&D?
3.
3. Ding, ding, ding. In 5th edition D&D, which of the following is not one of the standard animal forms of a familiar? Hawk, weasel, octopus, bumblebee, spider. Bumblebee. Ding, ding, ding. What number?
What was that?
I don't know. I just like that. I'm just getting into a flow.
I like the game show. The game show. Next one has to be answered
Could be
like Jeopardy. Jeopardy.
In the form of a question. In the form of a question.
You want me to ask this question in the form
So
of
give
a
us the
question?
answer, and
Yeah.
we'll say the question.
Oh, okay. 1 or 2?
How many spell slots a
Warlock.
first level cleric has?
Warlock.
No.
Damn it.
Is it how many parts of the rod of 7 parts you need to get it to become a quarterstaff?
No.
What is the average starting level?
No. I would have said 1 or 3, actually. Or 5.
3 to 5.
So no.
3 or 5. Yeah.
What was the answer? 1 or 2?
1 or 2.
What is the average number of eyes that pirates have?
That's a good answer.
I feel
but
like
no.
that's the best
I'll give you a
answer so
clue.
far.
It's to do with a dice roll.
What is the average roll on a D4?
No.
No, what do you get to re-roll if you have a certain feat?
No.
Damn.
These are good guesses. Okay. Another thing. It has to do with 1st edition D&D.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Oh, what is an automatic failure on a D6?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, you're getting close. You're getting close with the D6.
I think we need the answer.
Yeah.
What numbers on a D6 do players need to roll in order to force open a door in 1st edition AD&D?
1 or 2. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Strange. And the last
Good
question?
trivia. We have 2 more.
2 more questions.
2 more questions.
After the War of the Lance, Tika and
Dragonlance!
Cameron...
I know Dragonlance! Caraman. It's Caraman, not Cameron.
Cameron.
Is it seriously say Caraman?
No, it's Cameron.
Jake.
Caraman Major
That's smart. Yeah.
He stole my name.
His brother's name's Raceland.
Became the proprietors of which inn?
I don't fucking know.
The leaky bucket.
No, great name.
The Sleepy Bard.
No, great name.
The Is It?
No. The Inn of the Last Home. Okay, and our last one for all the marbles.
An old people's home.
It does.
Yeah, it really does.
Where people go to die.
We should do geriatric D&D.
What is the native language of the creatures that dwell in the elemental plane of air? Such as air, elementals, and the answer
Primordial.
is Orin.
Wind.
Which is a version of Primordial.
Yes.
Excellent.
How does it sound like? Quick, how does it?
Someone take that.
And that was this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
All right, we're going to play a real quick improv game. This is called...
Don't know that one.
This is called Whiskey Mixer. There are 3 phrases you need to remember. Whiskey Mixer. Jesus, I'm already fucking it up. Yep. Whiskey Mixer, Mr. Whisker, and Misty Vista.
Oh, no.
I don't like this game.
Misty Vista, Mr. Whisker.
Whiskey Mixer.
Here's
Karis Cackled Syndicate.
Here's what's going on. We're going to go in a circle, in a counterclockwise circle.
This seems like a game for the actors.
When you pass it to the person on your right, they say whiskey mixer. Whiskey mixer. Whiskey mixer. Whiskey mixer. If you say Misty Vista, it goes backwards, and the next person has to say Mr. Whisker, Mr. Whisker.
Oh,
Mr.
no.
Whisker. So it's around...
Mr. Whisker.
So around the right...
Whiskey
Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer,
Mr. Whisker, Misty Vista.
So it's essentially...
I can't even write it down. I can't even just write it down.
So here we go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do once. We'll just go around once and do Whiskey Mixer. We'll go around the other way and say Mr. Whisker. So here we go. I'm reading it. I can't fucking say. Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Okay, and then I say Misty Vista, and it goes back the other way, and you say
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Misty Vista.
Whiskey.
And you're reading it.
Cheat sheet. Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mix.
Does it go back?
No, you just keep going. No, you
Whiskey
say
Mixer.
Misty Vista to send it the other way.
Misty Vista.
All right, for those listening, every time we fuck up, take a shot.
The idea is to do it
Drink
without
responsibly.
laughing. Yeah. So Whiskey Mixer, Mr. Whisker, Misty Vista.
Those pauses were Jake reading this game that he made.
Yep, I didn't make this game. I found it. I was like, this will be hilarious. And now I'm regretting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't I start us off?
All right.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker. Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Misty Vista.
Mixie Whisker?
Whiskey Mixer.
That's what I said.
You said
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Whisker. Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Misty Vista.
Mr. Whisker.
Misty Vista.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Mixie Vista. Misty Vista.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Misty Vista.
Mixie Wister. Is that a word? Did I say Mixie Wister? I left my mouth in it so hard.
Misty Vista.
Whisker Mister?
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mix. Vista. Misty Vista.
Yeah.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Misty Vista.
Mix. Misty Whiskers.
This is so hard.
Misty Vista.
This is the hardest
Misty
thing I've ever
Vista.
had to do.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Mr. Whiskers.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Misty Mixer.
No.
I still don't know what it is.
Misty Vista.
I'm trying to induce a stroke under Caleb, and I think it's working.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Okay. Okay. So now, if you laugh when you're saying you're one, you're out, and that's how we trim it down. So here we go.
All right.
Mr. Whisker that way, and Whiskey Mixer that way.
And Misty Vista. Caleb.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista. What even does that mean?
It's a Misty Timber. Yeah.
Whiskey Mixer.
Wixie Misker.
No. No.
I didn't laugh. Am I still in?
You're still in.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey mixer.
Whiskey mixer.
Whiskey mixer.
Whiskey Misker.
Misty Vista.
Mr. Whisker.
No, saying the right thing.
Mr. Whisker.
Misty Vista.
Vixie Mister. You're out. I can't. It leaves my mouth and it feels so weird.
Vixie Miska. That's Michael. Oh shit.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey mixer.
Misty Vista.
Mr.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Mixie Vista. Fuck this. Good luck.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Whiskey Mixer.
Misty Vista.
Whiskey Mixer.
That's technically out.
Why can't I send it back that way?
Because that's
You're gonna
Misty
say
Vista.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Whiskey Mixer.
Nope.
No.
Why can't I send it one way?
Misty Vista.
Mr. Whisker's that way.
Yeah.
If you want to send it back, he sent it to you.
Yeah.
You want to send it back, you got to say Misty Vista or send it around.
Oh, you
Mr.
can.
Whisker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Fuck.
Oh.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Whiskey Mixer.
I think we'll call that technically out. Quick fire round between the two of you.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Mr. Whisker.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Misty Whisker.
Misty Whisker.
Misty Vista.
Misty Vista.
Mr. Vista.
Mr. Whisker.
Hasta la vista.
Whiskey Mixer. Vister.
I think that's happening.
I don't know how that was going to end. So.
I just wanted to see what if you fall apart. And we did. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, there you go. That's Misty Whisker or Fisker Whisker.
Whisker Whisker.
Hardest thing to do. Mr. Whisker.
Amazing.
Oh, excellent. Well, speaking of hard things to do, let's
get it up and play D&D
at the same time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Leader of the Mind Flip.
In our last session, Cordina offered a game of cards to Agenar, and so she pulled from the deck of many things and lost 4 points of her intelligence, and also drew a card that would level her up if she single-handedly defeated the next monster. Cordina then pulled a card, cursing herself in the process, and she told Agenar that she wishes to see the downfall of the new gods. She talked a lot about the old gods and wouldn't really tell you exactly how she knew this information, but did kind of point towards it maybe having something to do with exhaustion. She mentioned she'd seen people who had
ate a lot of fish as well.
had kind of encountered these powers before, but there was one thing stopping her from really gaining more power, and she couldn't quite figure out what that was.
Can't put my finger
yet. Not long after that, a dwarven ship approached the Twilight Jester, and it docked up, and after an intense interrogation with the ship's captain, Thorn Stonebeard, you released the information that Bokt was under attack by Safirith. The captain was pretty pleased to hear this information for a variety of different reasons. One being the resources that Bokt controls has long been fought over by the
What are they,
different
Caleb?
nations. They are stuff like steelwood, which grows like a tree but is in fact harder than steel, so very valuable. Healing potions, magical
How do you cut
potions.
it down if it's harder than steel?
They have magical tools created in Lahias to cut down the steelwood.
Some of the coatings that you put on the weapons. There's the mines of Iaran.
There's the mines of Iaran with lots of diamond ore, moonstone, that kind of thing.
Magical things to cut down the steel wood.
The fish, the magical
that.
fish that
Magical
have
fish, yes.
prophecy fulfilling.
Yeah.
Anyone else get the
Vision
impression that this was made up like our marks without us actually being on the island? I didn't hear about any of this magic and these mines.
In actual fact,
We mentioned the mines so much.
They did mention
We were trying so hard to get you
the marks I'll give you. We spoke about the marks, but we never locked them in.
We talked about the marks ages ago, and then a few days ago we were like, shit, we actually need to lock this down because they're going to Fianna. But lots of things basically in Bokt that are of interest to all of the nations. So far, the nations haven't attacked Bokt openly for fear of repercussions from the other nations. That seems to not be the case anymore, which is interesting news to Thorin and the dwarves probably. And as Thorin sailed away happy with the knowledge that he has now gained, we're going to begin our session today.
Yes, Thorin sails off back towards Neodracht. Your ship heading further and further towards Fianna. Later in the day, or not even later in the day, like a mere moments after that ship sailed off. After Captain Aureus kind of expressing his admiration for you guys, getting you out of a sticky pickle without getting gunned down. The ship sails on. You would hear, "Are those fuckers gone?"
Oh my god. Yes, Sir Alpin, they are.
Can I take off this wretched puka shell necklace?
Sure. Just give it back.
He grabs it and he yanks it. And
Hand it over. Thank you. Was that the best way of handling it?
I mean, we're not dead.
Yeah, but may have just caused a little more chaos in this world.
And
It's honestly giving me a great idea for how I'm gonna ascend.
Right, but you could have potentially just put another country at war with another country.
Well,
And I know it's the country that was invading Bokt, but usually when armies run through a country, they don't spare very many people in the first few days, innocent or otherwise.
right. Well, I mean, I thought that was what we were sent out to do. No, to find friends or foes, I suppose, of Safir.
the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Yeah.
I mean, we did talk about going to Neodracht, right? And then
You're right.
as a
You're right.
possibility.
It turns out they're all just as big of an assholes as the rest of them, so I don't think they're going to be much help. The gleam in his eye when he found out that they could invade Bokt. Maybe the elves are better.
If Neodracht.
we are.
Says who? Who's that?
That's me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the elves definitely aren't better.
I mean, with the dwarves going off to fuck off with Bokt or Severe, that leaves the elves the opportunity to take over Neodracht.
That's what I was trying to tell him, but apparently I came off as a little fishy.
I don't know, I heard that
You
whisper
do have a
way
weird
back
tone
there.
sometimes.
It did seem a little like you were stage whispering.
I was.
Right, but I mean, we could
For
tell.
like the
Is there,
opposite.
is there a theater in theater in Fianna that you learned to stage whisper?
No, I just refused to make anything a secret.
Oh, that's fair. I like that about a person.
Yeah. See?
Right.
Ethical. This guy right here.
I wouldn't go that
Truth
far.
teller.
I got me on that one.
I think that's the first nice thing he said to me.
Well, I suppose we should just continue on. Then nothing we can do about that anymore.
We could fire the cannons are still in view.
Yes, but then that fleet over there will then
Jacob's
come
eyebrows
after
just
us.
went off the top of his head.
And for those of you that know me and my eyebrows, that can actually happen.
I think Jack Black very excited.
I can't do the roll though. Anyway,
I can do one eye.
You
One
got it.
eyebrow. You're doing it.
Great content for an audio.
Great audio
I'll cut this.
Great content.
Yes. Well, the ship is still kind of
In pieces.
falling. Thank you. Yes.
All right.
so as the ship limps on further and further, as the day drags on, the very slow movement, very little wind in the sails, you would be moving for around another hour, 2 hours maybe, before Sorensen gives a quick, sharp whistle that Elric, Elron Hubbard, was Elric, wasn't it? Yes. I can't remember.
Alec von Liechtenstein?
That's Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
Oh, sorry.
Sir Ulrich. Yeah. Rufus Sewell, we love you.
Yeah.
Or Sewell, however you say it. And if you haven't seen The Father, he's fucking great in that as well. Everyone's great in The Father. It's a terribly depressing movie, but good.
He's
acting.
also very good in The Holiday.
in Men in the High Castle. Oh, The Holiday. Is that the...
With Jack Black.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What was the one? He was in the one, the recent, the Beach? What was the M. Night Shyamalan one?
Oh, like the aging thing.
Aging thing.
Yeah, where they aged.
Is that any good?
It's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
The Shyamalan twist of being awful.
Yeah.
What the
Right.
twist?
What a twist. As you're sailing on, after about 2 hours, sharp whistle from Sorensen, a return whistle from Elric. Elric would walk up to the captain. Those of you nearby would hear him say,
Sorensen spotted something in the water ahead.
Right. Sorensen, get your ass down here. Whee! Sorensen comes hobbling up. I can't be too sure, Captain, but I would say that some sort of submerged wreck or ruin coming up in the water there. I see signs of possibly a mast that's kind of stuck there. From that, I can't tell much more. Right, we'll keep our wits about us. Kind of shouts out to a lot of you. We got some sort of shipwreck, some sort of damage coming up. If we find any survivors, we're going to pick them up.
Should we probably steer away from shipwrecks, considering the last one was...
I'm worried about altering course with the dwarves looking at us, but we can steer further away. It's up to you lot. It's your ship you're charting.
Is it like a full ship, or it's just like...
You don't know yet. You can go take a look if you want.
I mean, just around it, right? Would
I just worry that it's another portal.
But if it's a portal, would the ship be...
Famous last words.
But then the ship wouldn't be there, right?
If anyone wants to take a fucking look, they can, right?
I'm going to take a fucking look.
Right, here's my little looking glass.
Nope.
Make a flat perception check. Just giving you the looking glass to negate your...
I'm just going to re-roll it.
Yeah, go for
it. 12.
You can see out ahead of you at about 300 feet or so, 300 to 500 feet, what looks to be part of a mast sticking up out of the water, the very tip of a mast with a broken crow's nest hanging, not kind of out the water, just lying on top of the water. But you can see that there's something like some of the rope strung to it that seems to be holding it in place that pulls down into the water. From where you are with the 12, you can't quite see. It's quite clear. It's quite sunny. You can't quite see down as it is into the water to see if there's a wreckage down there or what may be down there. But there's definitely a mast on the top of the Ushien in front of you.
What does that mean?
I'm curious.
Oh.
Right, that's one of his curious grumbles.
I'm still working it out.
Well, so give us a curious grumble. Now give us an angry grumble.
Give us a hungry grumble.
I think I've heard all of those. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Give us a grumble like you're intrigued, but you don't want to give away that you're intrigued, but you can't help but make a noise.
Give us a grumble when you open the fridge. There's nothing that you want to eat in it because you have to make it, but you're still hungry, so you're not sure what to do.
Give us a grumble like someone's asked you to do a grumble and your actual irritation gets in there while you're giving the example of the grumble.
There it is. Give us a grumble when I tell you to do something. Great. Go check out the ocean. Go check out what's in there.
Give us that grumble as well. All right, I might as well grumble.
We're getting somewhere.
I have a wide variety of grumbles. If I'm not back in, we'll say 10 minutes, message me to make sure I'm still alive.
Right. Oh, okay.
If you can change into something useful, why don't you jump in?
Yeah, but that's, All
right, I can go in with you. I can breathe I can hold my breath for an hour. So I can go in with you.
I can just breathe.
I'll save it for if you guys need help. How about that?
Great. Remember, the sharks beat killer whales, apparently.
I was just following Safirith on that one.
And look where it got her.
Yep.
Like it was like 10 minutes, check in with the message.
Right. Okay. 10 minutes, not back.
I don't know. Can you beat 22 pages of backstory or whatever it is?
Surely if I sat down and actually wrote out all the things that Etterath did, all the crimes.
Great detail.
All the maimings. Excellent. So you guys want to dive under the sea?
Under the sea.
Excellent.
Captain, we're going in.
Right.
Slow down the boat.
We'll go. Yes, of course. We'll raise the sails. Raise the sails.
Raise the sails.
Bring up the sails. Excellent. The sails are raised. The ship slows and kind of swings around it. The captain says to you, "Don't take too long. We don't want the dwarves thinking we're sticking around."
No, we'll be in and out quick.
Okay.
And grab some rope.
Mm-hmm.
It's tied up somewhere and just hold on to it and leave my weapon on the boat and jump in.
Cool. You tie the rope on board somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Excellent.
Swan dive.
Whee!
Stand near the rope.
What was the orc's name? I got Broadback. Broadback, hold this end.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. Wraps it around his arm. Holds onto it. As they jump off the end, you just beside you as you kind of stand there, arms folded, you see
Beautiful day for a swim.
Where is she?
Right beside you.
Are you thinking of jumping in?
Oh, no. I've encountered these waters before.
Anything in there?
You're down there? Undoubtedly.
Do you know anything about that shipwreck?
Undoubtedly.
And she walks away.
This fucking Agenar, can you come here for a second?
It'll cost you a card pull.
Sure. What?
This Quadina has she gives me the creeps.
Right. Yes, she's a little bit unsettling.
I'm a weird.
Yeah, she's a bit of a weirdo.
What the hell am I doing here?
I've got the javelin in my hand.
I don't belong here.
As you jump in the water, javelin. Oh, you still talking, you two?
I thought we were waiting for your.
Where for your bit?
Did
I'll
you
just
have
keep
anything
going.
else you wanted to?
I mean, have you talked to her about the teleportation stuff at all? Because we sort of just let that go.
God, now she's masturbating.
Oh, you haven't seen me masturbate just yet? Force is the one with a javelin in his hand.
Do you want to ask that again?
I don't even know what I said anymore. I said something about. Did she talk to you about the portals at all? Because we sort of just let that go.
How do they work?
No. We had a conversation about the gods and her feelings about that.
Yes, you had mentioned that. She had mentioned these old gods.
Yes, no, quite in favour of bringing the old gods back. Doesn't like the new ones. I played the card game. It wasn't very exciting. So,
Agenar, why did you pull the card?
Yes.
Oh,
nothing much seemed to happen.
How do you feel any different than before?
I don't know. I've got a bit of a headache, but I didn't sleep very well last night. So,
all right. Well, if anything weird happens, that
there was something about defeating something with hands and
defeating something with hands.
Yes, and feeling good. But I don't quite remember.
All right. Well, if anything happens to you and there are changes, do let me know.
Yes, right.
'Cause I'm curious about those cards, but they seem to be very powerful. So,
I mean, how would they?
Are you okay? You seem. I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but you feel like molasses right now. You seem a bit...
I feel like molasses. Yes, I didn't sleep well last night.
Well, maybe just a good night's sleep.
Yes, I think so.
But the old gods thing, we should probably all have a chat about that because I have some thoughts.
Right. Oh, and something about unlocking brains, and meeting gods in brains.
With the cards, or this is
no. This was to do with Cordina said she'd met Brigantia, and I was like, "How did you meet Brigantia?" And then she pointed at her head, and I don't quite understand, but she said something about keys, but not real keys.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm having a hard time following.
Right, me too.
This train of thought. Yes, maybe we should all get those ideas out when everyone's here.
Right, yes.
Any minute now.
I hope there'll be some booty at the end of that ocean.
Do you
Whatever
treasure
there'll
hunt?
be down there.
Do you treasure hunt there, Fibbers? Have you ever come across
I
treasure?
used to spend a few years on an old vessel. We used to do things like this. We'd go down to the bottom of the sea and see what lies there. Sometimes there be treasure, sometimes there be nothing, but there always be adventure.
Well, sign me up.
Go ahead then there.
Oh, not literally.
You don't want to see what's down there.
In the meantime, what are Pretty and Precious thinking of?
No, we can't give that away.
Yeah, maybe we don't give that away.
So, as we cut away from you guys to you two individuals diving into the water, as you dive into the water, the coldness sweeping over you, the cool water sweeping over you, that beautiful, tranquil, deep kind of empty sound of the ocean. As you dive on in, go ahead and make perception checks for me, if you'd be so kind.
7.
7. Yes, please. Now
Just realized we sent both
shoes on the other foot.
both the disadvantaged boys.
And on your table in front of you.
Both
Yeah,
the disadvantaged
I'll come over.
boys.
I'll shuffle them back and forth, and then we'll
1 to 12, 1 to 8, plus investigation, perception.
perception.
Perception's a lot better, so 13.
13. Okay, with a 13, what you see is a very, very long ship nestled on an ocean shelf that seems to be around 80 or so feet under the water. You would see that it is right on the edge of this shelf. You can see a large kind of length of rope that seems to be connected to the snapped mast that is up on top of the water there as you follow the rope down. This ship is nestled relatively flat. There is an enormous crack, like a ball of damage in the center. The entire middle part has been completely caved in, torn apart from what you can tell, and where it's come to rest, it is already gathering barnacles and things on it. You can see it's right on the edge of a shelf that drops down into a large, deep trench. Looking down at it, even from here, you can see that towards the center, there seems to be dozens of little shiny bits and pieces. You can see that this ship was once a rather large warship. It has a large catapult on the front, some ballistas on the sides and the back there. It looks like it went down maybe 2 weeks, a month, 2 months ago. You can't really tell. Recent. It hasn't been down for long.
Can I tell what kind of the builders? If it's dwarven, like we just saw.
Make a history check for me.
Is that disadvantage?
Yes.
That's a 9 and an 11, and my history, I believe, is a plus, not great, plus 2. History is, plus 4, so 13.
13. With a 13, the size of this ship, it's either got to be like an elven or dwarven, or possibly a Severian ship. The size of it, the overkill of the weaponry on it, probably Severian. And there definitely looks to be something like not a pile, but a small amount of reflective, especially with the sun shining down, a small amount of like shiny metallic reflection coming from the enormous hole in the center.
And I know awesome. And I know my perception wasn't great. This might be an investigation, but could I tell if it had come from inside and blown out, or if it's something like hit from the outside and gone in?
I will get an investigation check from you to figure that out.
12. It's dark. It's murky. I can't see shit. Great. I'm going down.
It looks like it came from inside.
Great. We're ready. We won't. Do we think we need backup? We're good on our own.
No, I think we'll be fine.
Well, I got 50 feet at hope, and I don't know if I have a swim seat, and I don't think I do. So,
I'm just gonna.
So you don't have you can breathe underwater, but you don't have a swim speed.
I can only hold my breath for an hour as well.
Yeah, I'm talking to him. But you don't have a swim speed, so attacks are at disadvantage, and you move half speed unless you dash. Etterath, on the other hand, dolphin kicks in those heels and swims on in.
Okay, I'll just and then just sink.
Okay, nice. You're sinking directly above the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Etterath, you make it in far quicker than he does.
Just before getting into the ship, I would like to shift.
Yeah.
To remove my disadvantage on wisdom-based checks.
Absolutely, yeah.
And now I can no longer be I can still be surprised. I can no longer get advantage against me.
Excellent. As you duck on down, the water here is kind of has a murky feel to it, like a silty grey kind of feel to it. And as you get towards the ship, the wooden kind of boards on the ship are quite slimy and silty and slick. As you kind of touch them, almost like they've got moss and stuff growing on them, but you can't see any moss. Mm-hmm. What's your passive?
13.
13. Okay. 13's enough for you to, as you're kind of coming down towards the top deck of the ship, looking down into the enormous kind of hole that's been, something's gone on at the center and caused this. Looking down, you would see that there is a jumble of things at the bottom there. It's like something in a crew compartment. Something went wrong in the crew compartment. And you can see belongings strewn about everywhere. You can see skeletal remains of people. Some of them still intact, some of them blown to pieces. You would see that there is a number of personal items of theirs, chests burst open with gold and platinum in them. You can see a couple of amulets and jewelry around, where you would just see the shadow of something just out the outside of the ship kind of swim and move around.
Return of the Great Shark.
Not as big as the great shark, but large.
Better this time.
As it ducks around there, if you could make a... Yeah, no, that's what you see. I'd like to know what you do as Force's shell kind of lands next to you.
I'm gonna go. Keep your eyes out. Someone's around here. And then I'm gonna start looting.
Okay, go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
Gonna loot and boot.
And I can't cast any water, can I? So I'll just perception.
If you can breathe under, you can hold your breath.
He can hold his breath.
Damn.
I can breathe, so I can do everything.
You can cast spells.
I can do everything, yeah.
Okay, cool.
15.
15?
Yeah, you can still smite.
Okay. Can you roll a D12 for me?
At the 12? Really get to roll the 12s. Where the fuck is it at 12? There's one. 6.
6? Perfect. So, you kind of, you drop down to the center there. As you drop down to the center, what are you doing there, Fuos?
If he said that, I'm just gonna...
So you're kind of like up on the top. He's dropped down into the crew port with this.
He's gone into the boat?
Down, yeah, into the center, the bow.
I'm just gonna look around for anything like interesting.
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
So a 19 and a nat 1.
Okay, with a nat 1.
Total, that's a 5.
Beautiful. Okay, nat 1 for a 5.
No, 6.
For a 6. We'll come to you in a moment.
Great.
Etterath, as you kind of get to the bottom there, rooting around, you would find that there is a strange kind of leather satchel that looks quite interesting to you. It doesn't seem torn or anything. There appears to be a very interesting looking amulet that almost looks like a small bottle. You would notice what appears to be a pair of strange eyeglasses down there, a long, sleek rod.
Nice.
And what looks to be a diary. I need you to roll for me a D6 to determine how much of this you can actually grab.
3.
Excellent.
Before you go further, I make sure my shield's out as well, just in case anything's about to happen.
Okay, sure. So you end up with the bag.
Mm-hmm.
You end up with the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like the rod or the amulet?
Bottle or rod.
As you grab the diary, there are some...
Whoa.
You don't have time to read that.
I'm putting that on my lap so it doesn't distract me. Bottle or rod. I'm gonna grab the bottle.
Okay.
I don't know. The bottle intrigues me more. I love a nice long rod, but the bottle is just so
We're
curious.
just saying that's the second time you guys have missed out on the rod. It was in Dalakis's office.
Yeah.
It's excellent. So as you grab
You don't want the rod.
as you grab the amulet, as you grab the bag, as you grab the diary, as you grab the goggles, you would also, if you go ahead and roll 12, 16, if you roll 4D
pages of this shit.
4D12 for me.
4D12.
Yes, please.
Jesus fucking Christ. 4, 8, 7, 8. 4, 8, 7, 8. So that's 16, 20, 27.
27, so 270 gold. Nice. And can you roll 4D12 for me once? 2D12 for me.
Okay, so hold on. 10.
10 platinum.
Ooh.
Spicy. As this is happening, Force up on top there, looking around, shield out, ready to go. Etterath down in the bowels of the ship there.
I get distracted by little fishes who stop eating my shell.
Yeah, they start to eat your shell. Can you go ahead and roll a D20 for me?
Just one?
Just one D20 for me.
8.
8? Excellent. As you stand there, you would
stop fucking don't get out of there.
You turn around to kind of brush these fish off, and you would see in front of you this dark, sleek, eel-like creature with jet black eyes and a large circular maw with rings and rings of teeth. And as you turn around, its eyes kind of hypnotoad looking at you. You would hear it go, hello.
In my brain or just out
in your brain?
Hello?
As soon as you contact back, it goes, you hate the gods too.
Oh, hell yeah, I do.
That'd be a great way to leave the episode, just saying.
It paddles around a little bit and it says, kind of swims around you. It is probably around 10 feet long, rather chunky. And as it swims around a little bit, it says, why are you here in my horde? Have you come with friends?
There might be a boat above us and there might be someone down below us, but who are you? What's your name? What can I call you? You can call me Agenar. Agenar? Agenar. Agenar.
Agenar. Well, I'm Force.
I know. You've gone by many names. I have. I wonder.
Why is this kind of sexual? Am I the only one thinking that it's kind of sexual?
I mean, Etterath's having a great time downstairs.
It's sexual everywhere.
I wonder.
Picks up a
if your friends could be my friends. Invite them down. Let us plot to overthrow the gods.
Oh, a couple of them don't hate gods. A couple of them follow the gods.
Fools.
In his mouth, you see like bubbles like out of his mouth because he's giggling. Oh, fuck, that's 2 minutes less. A couple of them follow gods and they are fools. I for some reason, mine keeps giving me power even though I reject it.
You follow a god.
I did.
Fool.
You must hate one for a reason as well. Who'd you follow?
We were here long before the gods. The gods drove us out, slaughtered us. We will get them back. A creature or another plane. Join me.
Let's just kind of swim around you lazily. At this point, Etterath, you would be aware of like movement up there. It says to you in your mind once again,
join us on the plane of water. Plot to overthrow the Pantheon.
Can I make like an Arcana check or something? I'm going to make an Arcana check to see if I know what this is.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that going to work? Nope, that's a 4 is my lowest roll, plus 1, so 5.
Big fucking eel.
With eyes.
Dubstep eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I am extremely fucking tempted.
Force is getting his own sideshow. Force in the plane of water.
Flip a coin.
He's very close to a good coin flip. Yeah, you got 2 good coin flips, 1 bad one. Yeah,
can you flip water?
You can try, certainly.
What can you offer me? My treasure hoard is to be shared with those that share the vision.
Kind of swims out over the top of the horde, and Etterath, you would see this enormous eel-shaped thing swimming around, kind of dips down and looks back up at you, Force, and says,
there is one already taking from my hoard.
Oh, shit. I told you there was one down below. I didn't lie.
You didn't say they were stealing.
And it swims down towards Etterath. As it swims down towards you, there's a cloud.
Wait, stop.
Nasty cloud.
You can stop it.
Swims down, comes face to face with you, Etterath. Wisdom saving throw.
We love Hypnotoad.
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
How far am I away from Force?
So you'd be about 30 feet from this creature.
Okay,
you'd be about
that's fine.
50 or so feet from Faust.
Cool. I was hoping I could cheese off
that.
I was hoping to cheese off his. Yeah. 18.
18, nice. You would recognize that this thing is trying some sort of charming gesture on you. As it after a moment, it stops.
Many have tried, many have failed. You're not fucking cute.
Put it back. There's not much in that brain of his. Put it back. Not yours.
I'm going to jump off the top and like float down.
Do you do anything?
I slowly bring out my rapier.
Excellent. We are going to go ahead and roll initiative. What did you get?
20.
20. Beautiful.
Someone's getting all the loot.
Excellent. Yourself?
A cumulative 0.
Jeez. Cumulative 0. Natural 1 minus 1?
Yep. But it makes sense because I'm floating in the water right now.
Yeah.
Excellent. At the very top of the round, the very first thing that happens is that this creature, as you draw your sword, Etterath, you are aware that it is going to dart towards you. You have that foresight. What would you like to do?
So is it like right up in my face, or is it
it's right up in your face? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's darting towards you. It's like 15, 20 feet away, and it is just.
So if I were to move, I would not make an opportunity attack. That's what I'm asking.
Force right.
You're not sure. Depends on its reach.
Depends on. Okay. Yeah. Then I'm going to use my roguish abilities to disengage as a bonus action.
Nice.
Force Heights, the mountain range named after.
And then I'm going to swim and dash 60 feet away.
You just get out of there?
Got the loot. Go.
You swim.
Eel can't do nothing out of water.
Excellent. You swim and dash away from him.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do?
Force, we're leaving.
Excellent.
How's he gonna get out of there?
Run away.
Excellent.
I'm waiting to get closer so that our friends don't have to go as far.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I need you, as we come down to his turn, I need you to, as it darts after you, if you want to go ahead and move yourself 60 feet, it is going to dart towards you. As it does, it's going to move 25 feet towards you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, intelligence saving throw, rather.
Oh no! I suck at those. Beyond's not loading. 15.
A 15 is a 15 is a.
Sounds like a pass.
Sounds like it's either a pass or just failed.
Yeah, mine's a 15 and I don't have good stats. So it's probably going to be a 15.
I believe that's a save.
Is it? Hot damn. Good for you.
Yeah.
Etterath is solely focused on booty.
That is a. I'm sorry, it does not move. Drag it back to where it was. But it still casts that spell.
Yep.
As you feel some sort of fear take hold of your mind, you shake it off. No problem at all.
Not afraid of you.
Excellent. That's going to bring us down.
As you run away.
The creature.
Let me guess, my turn?
No.
I am
The creature
retreating.
makes some sort of. You detect some sort of coming from inside it. That. And
like an interstellar annihilation kind of music?
Yeah, like the blows. And up from the edge of this Mariana-like trench crawl humanoid bodies that seem to be encrusted in shell and pretty much like Bootstrap Bill from Pirates as they claw their way up the side here.
Part of the ship. Part of the crew. There we go.
We love Daelyn Skarsgård.
Part of the crew.
He was the inspiration for fucking Chief Humduck's voice.
Daelyn Skarsgård, this is how he talks.
Okay. As they claw their way up, Etterath, you would look back and see them making their way up. Bias just kind of on top of the ship as they're kind of like...
As I'm sinking.
Yeah, as they're making their way up there. That's going to bring us to the creature's turn. It is going to come at you. It is going to movement 40 feet towards you.
Yep.
An action 40 feet to get right up on you. If you want to drag him over there, as it just kind of darts after you, movement and action all the way up to you. You would hear it say, "You can't run." That is going to be its action, bringing us down to Faust.
So here's a question for you that I know the answer to. Mm-hmm. If he can hear me telepathically, can I cast verbal spells?
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh. Then
verbal component. So there is an argument on the internet, and I believe Crawford cleared this up, that in casting something like command, your verbal component is separate to the word you say, so you have to kind of be like, stay. So you would still need to make the verbal components, unfortunately. But good thinking.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good question. It is not technically verbal. It is literally telepathic. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe it's the way the mouth moves.
Yeah, but if you had subtle spell, you absolutely could.
Yeah, which I do not.
Right?
What the fuck do you want to do?
Well, as I'm slowly sinking towards the ground, how far do I sink?
You're not swimming?
No, I jumped off the top, and I just gonna let myself sink down further.
Towards the trench?
No, you said I was on
into
top.
the center.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by this point, you're in the center where all the treasure is and was.
Great. As I land, I see these things crawling up.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them's coming up the crack in the kind of pokes its head up, and the other ones are kind of clawing their way up top there, like some sort of protectors for the treasure.
Fuck. Then I'm just gonna.
You don't have your hammer, do you?
No, that's fine. What I'm gonna do is it? You said it's silty ground in here, or is it wooden?
It's all it's all wooden, but it's slippery as if like you know when docks get lots very very slimy and slippery. It seems to have that kind of mucus that secretes from this creature seems to be on the ship.
Excellent. Then can I look around to see if there's anything that he didn't pick up?
Yeah, make a real quick perception check at disadvantage.
At a 12 and a 9 plus a 5, I believe. Yep. So a 14.
You would spot the rod.
I'm going to pick it up.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to do for my turn.
Cool. You've got the rod. Excellent. That brings us back around top of the round. You two...
Oh, I'm going to shield that. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you two had your shield out the whole time. You two would see, if you're looking down, you wouldn't see too much. You'd see bubbles every now and then. You can roll a perception check if you wish to see if you can see down into what's happening. But at the moment, they're still within their time limit.
Can I roll a perception check to hear the dubstep?
Sure. Make a dubstep check. It is technically telepathic. Make a dubstep check.
No, that's
No.
not.
Excellent. Agenar,
Sorry, what?
you with us?
No,
No, that's all right. Just anything you wanted to do.
It would have been an 8.
Okay.
How long's it been?
Oh, it's been maybe like 4-5 minutes, maybe. I still got another 5 minutes before you need to worry.
No.
So that's what, 50 rounds?
A lot of rounds.
50 rounds, yeah. By the time one of our corpses will be floating up to the top.
Does the rope still feel attached there?
Yeah,
Old mate's name.
Broadback.
Broadback.
As far as I can tell, I mean, he went down fair way, and
Yeah,
I mean, it's
probably
right
not.
at the end of the rope now.
Yeah, you said it was 80 feet, and rope's usually 50.
Yeah.
You're going to let it be longer than that?
Well, I thought it was a 100-foot rope. Is it 50-foot rope?
Rope's usually 50, isn't it?
Well, that's in like an adventurer's pack. This is
Yeah.
like a ship.
Okay,
He's
cool.
done like a ship
So
rope,
if you allow it to be 80 feet, then
Yeah.
it's still on me.
Yeah.
It's still attached.
I hope they bring something big to put in the booty hole.
Fibbers,
Is your booty
why
hole
shouldn't you be
lacking?
behind the wheel? Fibbers, why are you always talking about booty
Well,
holes?
has the Twilight Jester not gotten a good filling of the booty hole in a long
I
time?
don't know. I just work here. Fibbers is the one talking about
It's
booty
been a while
holes.
since anything gone in the booty hole. Sometimes stuff be coming out of the booty hole and we sell it.
Right, like 3 times a day or something like that.
I wish we'd be a wealthy men, but no.
Right.
Anyway, back to the wheel I
Is
go,
that,
I guess.
yeah. Thanks for that input, Fibbers.
Aye.
Where's Cotton Eye Joe?
Cotton Eye Joe's here. Cotton Eye Joe will stay and wait for the booty hole.
Excellent. It's going to bring us back around top of the round. 2. No, sorry. Legendary action. This creature is going to make a tail swipe at you, Etterath. That is going... Jeez. That's going to be an 18, 27 to hit you. Okay. As he hits with his tail... you are going to take... That's a horrible fucking dice roll.
Yeah! Which is good.
9 points of
We take those.
bludgeoning damage.
We take those.
As it sort of whips out its tail once.
Still have my temporary hit points.
That is going to bring us to you. What would you like to do?
Now that he hit me, now it's personal.
You stole his gold.
I'm a pirate. It's what I do.
Love gold!
I love gold.
Look for the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
Want to smoke a pancake?
Rapier.
Cigar and a waffle, bong and a blitz.
Dagger.
It's not pleasing you. Sorry.
Rapier.
Rapier. Dagger. Excellent.
Stabby is stabby.
Excellent. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
First one with the rapier is a 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and give me your damage.
I will Divine Smite.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw?
Uh-oh. Constitution saving throw. 19.
19, beautiful. Yeah, as you hit it, that slime from the side of it kind of gets on your hand, seeps into your skin, and for a second you feel like something nasty gonna get you, but it's...
something nasty.
Yeah.
So I will use a second level spell slot.
Yeah. Pump a Schmiete in it.
And I will be doing... is 11 piercing and 14 radiant.
11 piercing and 14 radiant. Excellent.
On my first attack.
Excellent. On your first attack. 11 piercing, 14 radiant. As the radiant kind of bursts out, the creature hisses and kind of whirls a little bit. Yeah. What else you want to do?
I'm going to do it again.
Go for it.
22.
22 definitely hits. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
That was plus 6. 23.
Excellent. Yeah, more mucus on you, but it's absolutely fine. No problem, man.
16 points of piercing.
Nice. 16 points of piercing as you jab at him. How dare you?
15 points of radiant.
Oh, fuck me. 15?
Yes.
Beautiful.
And then with my dagger.
God lover.
Gold indifferent. That is a 22.
22 hits.
That one's only a D4. That one's still okay. And I don't have any more second level spell slots, I think.
Good. You just rolled so many dice in like a little while.
Yep. Etterath is meant to be... I will use a first level spell slot.
Yeah, burn a Schmiete.
Burn a Schmiete. Ooh, that is it. You say...
Please don't say it in French because I will not know what you're saying.
10. No, wait. 12 points of piercing.
Uh-huh.
And then 7 points of radiant.
Shit, yeah. Hacking into this creature. It's hissing. It's not happy at all. Anything else you want to do?
Bite me.
Excellent. I need you and Force to make wisdom saving throws for me, please.
Oh, well, why am I involved in this? Well, I do. Am I disadvantaged for saving throws?
Maybe it's lame.
Not yet. Only if you have 3.
Oh, nice. So I only have to do it once. Well, that didn't help.
23.
23 is to save?
God, you have not rolled under 20 in the whole turn.
I've been rolling really well.
When you cheat. No, you don't cheat. Weighted dice.
Saving throw for wisdom?
Yes.
That's a plus 9. I rolled a 13 total.
13 total. Excellent. You are going to take 8 points of psychic damage as this mucusy water starts to seep in and affect you. That is going to bring us down to the nasty creatures. The nasty creatures are going to make their way into you, Force. Oh, fuck. And as they make their way into you, Force, you're down there.
On my hands and knees.
Where's all the good stuff? Swim speed.
The whole time I'm thinking like, we can sort this out. We don't have to attack each other. We can be friends.
Swim speed of 40. They're all going to just surround you.
Oh, shit.
And immediately like, fuck. That's too many. And they are all going to take attacks on you. They're not smart enough to flank you. So be grateful. But there are going to be 4 attacks on you.
Make sure I have my shield out for AC.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, it's on.
Excellent. As they claw at you. So there is going to be a 9.
Miss.
A 10.
Shung.
There was a 18.
Kaboom! That one hit hard, but not in.
And a 19.
Oh, I hit my AC.
Excellent. Okay. You are going to take just a tidy 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of piercing damage as they come in and try to chomp and claw at you. You can see that they're completely dead, like milky-eyed. They've got nothing going on behind them. They seem to just be defending the treasure hoard at this point. That is going to bring us down to big old creature. It is really fucking... so first of all, it is going to straight up take 3 tentacle attacks at you.
Yep.
Etterath. As it comes at you with the tentacle attacks. Not great. One of them is a 17.
Just hits.
Okay. The other is a 24.
Hits.
And the other is going to miss. As these 2 attacks hit, these tentacles seem to split off from its solid tail and just whip out at you. You are going to take... For the first attack is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of bludgeoning damage. The second attack is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need 2 consecutive Constitution saving throws as its nasty, nasty tentacles kind of rip into your skin.
That wasn't great. 15. And 18.
Excellent, yeah. As they whip into you, this strange toxicity seems to infect your skin. See how we go with that. That is going to be its turn, bringing us down to force majeure. What would you like to do? Excuse me.
Heartburn.
Yeah. So excited, I burped.
2 questions.
Yeah, I'll take the second one first.
Okay, second one first. If I attack with natural weapons, am I still at disadvantage?
Yes, any melee attack from underwater is at disadvantage if you don't have a swim speed.
The wording of smite is when I hit with a
weapon attack.
So my claws don't count then.
You can smite with claws.
Okay.
Do you have to roll for
It
claws?
is a natural weapon.
Yeah. If you have to roll to hit, you can smite with it.
Great. I'll still do with my spear, I think, at the time being then. Javelin.
A monkey paladin?
Paladin could be cool.
I mean, you could be a
I'm going to swing out once with my spear. So
yeah, jab out at one of them with the spear.
Disadvantage. I'd say 9, 12, 9 plus 5, 14 to hit.
14 will hit one of these things, yeah.
Great. I'll add a first level Divine Smite.
Nice.
So it's D6 for that. And then my smite.
As these creatures are swarming you. Yeah.
Where's my smite? 1d8.
Just mite.
Boom. 3, 6, 9, plus 2, 11 damage.
11 damage, nice.
On the one directly in the middle.
You hit it, it's still standing. It's looking damaged, but it's still standing with that jab.
I'm gonna pop it back 5 feet with my bonus action.
Bonus
my
action
shield
shove,
master.
Yeah.
So
Excellent. That's opposed athletics checks.
I believe
it's the shove action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you get an extra D8 if it's undead?
Ooh. Do I?
On the smite? If it's undead, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, is it undead?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Just doesn't seem to have much life behind its eyes.
No, I can just. It just says if you attack on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try to shove. Okay,
Try
cool.
to shove, yep.
Strength.
You gotta beat a 15.
It was disadvantage, right?
If it's a check, yes.
Yeah, so I did not beat it.
Okay. Yeah, as you try to shove it back, boom, with its swim speed, it kind of negates the blow and kind of paddles around you a
So I
little
push really hard into water with a giant shield.
No luck at all. Excellent.
And then I'll attack again, same creature.
Same one, yeah, go for it.
Disadvantage.
No, if you've got 2 levels of exhaustion, your attack rolls aren't a disadvantage.
But I'm underwater.
Oh, you're underwater, yeah, my bad.
So probably a miss with an 11.
11 is a miss, yeah.
So that's action and then bonus action. So for my move action, I'm gonna pull out a potion. Can I? And I'll hold it ready
Bonus
to
action
drink.
to drink, yeah.
I've already used my bonus action, so I'm just gonna hold it ready to go.
Okay, good to know. Sweet. Potion ready. Excellent. That is going to bring us down to top of the round, end of the round.
Honestly, we can talk about this. We don't have to kill each other.
Yeah, you would hear in your
brain.
You would hear in your head, they're pretty far away, you would hear in your head, your friend has something of mine. What would the two of you like to do back on deck?
No reason to be concerned, right?
Quite nice weather today.
Nigel's getting a tan.
You know, the past few days have been abysmal for the rain. I mean,
Right, that storm. This is quite nice, a bit of sun.
I found sunbaking in armor seems to be wonderful. You bake from the inside out.
You can take your armor off if you'd like.
I'm using it to get acclimatized in case someone casts heat metal on me.
Oh.
Yes,
Has that
building up a
happened
tolerance.
Has that happened before?
Oh, yes.
I mean, is that wise to wear all that armor on a ship? You know, what if you fall?
Well, he did fall in.
Right?
Well, yes, but I could swim with armor on. And he goes to the edge and stands up on the edge.
You don't have to.
You doubt me?
No.
Do it.
Cotton Eye Joe says I should do it.
Do it. I don't think you should do it. That's why I said you'll
roll persuasion for me.
Probably sink.
But hold on to this rope if you do.
See, my liege thinks I should jump as well.
9.
A 9, yeah. He
You
goes.
might see something.
He goes, I need to prove to my liege I'm worthy. And he jumps off the edge and lands in the water. And he sinks. And that's where we're going to leave it for this session.
Fuck's sake.
What are his last words as he hits the water?
I made a terrible.
Thanks for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer.
We go live on all good podcast app every Tuesday at what time?
I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Every time?
All the times, 2 a.m., 7 p.m. If you like what you heard,
Leave us a review on whatever podcast app you're listening to.
and if you didn't like it, then
Then turn it off and never listen to it again.
no, they could turn it on and listen to it again and find something better about it, and they actually like it.
That works.
Reach out to us on Twitter at mindflayer_pod and
Instagram at Theater of the Mind Flayer.